All right, get my phone out here and let me know if you guys can see me. Let me know that you can hear me, all that good stuff, so we can get the ball rolling here. 1 minute while I pull it up though. Videos. All right, it's pulled up. All right, guys, so welcome back. So again, this is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another live, and I got a bunch of reviews going on today, so hopefully that we get some people in here, and then I'll go over those as well as some of my new pickups. Yeah, but anyway, just let me know in the chat that you can hear me, that you can see me, all that good stuff, and then we'll get the ball rolling. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fragrances I wanted to go over, as well as a new pickup that is a discontinued fragrance that I wanted to talk about. And then, yeah, I got my Halloween decorations set up. So, thanks, Chris. You know what's, this actually talks and it moves around and stuff like that. And I have another 2 or 3 decorations that I still have to put out. My wife, daughter, and I were watching the new Hocus Pocus 2 while decorating today, so I'm glad the Raiders won. They needed a win today. My Steelers lost, and they put in Kenny Pickett, which was actually kind of good because he played really well, even though his first pass was a interception. It wasn't his fault. It was Chase Claypool's fault, but he got 2 touchdowns. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's my witch. What's up, Mo? If you guys want to see, I think there's a button somewhere here. I don't know where it is. There it is. It it talks and it moves around and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. All right. Oh, I forgot that I was attached to my phone. Sorry about that, guys. And then I got this guy. And he does some stuff too. Let me see if I can get... That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, enough with the Halloween decorations. Oh, and I got a big skull, and he yells at you when you walk by. But anyway, yeah, I was reaching up her skirt. What's up, Sun Devil? What's up, Mo? What's up, Hacky? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Chris? What's up, RXL? I didn't know that was a decoration. I thought you were doing a collab with Curly. That's funny. What's up, RXL? What's going on, everyone? Great decorations, pretty sick looking. Thank you, appreciate it. So again, today in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a few fragrances. One I just got in, 1 million Prive. I know it's discontinued, but if you do look on eBay, I got this, 3 weeks ago. It was from overseas. I've owned it before, but the last one that I bought was broken. And so I sent it back, and I got this for $72, which was actually pretty cool. It was after shipping and stuff. And I just got it, and I'll let you guys know what I get from that because I've never reviewed it. And then I went out to Nordstrom this week because they're doing a 15% off on Nordstrom's website, as well as niche like Tom Ford's and stuff. So I was just debating. I've been asking a lot of you guys what fragrances I should pick up. So I have Lost Cherry, I have fucking Fabulous, I have Soleil Neige or Neige. I don't understand how to say it, but it's Soleil Neige. Then you have Aventus Cologne, and you have Herod. So yeah. Where did you get that? The 1 million Prive? I got it on eBay. If you go, like I was saying, if you go on eBay and you just look around and you just watch it every day, over the last 3 months, I have now, that's my second bottle of 1 million Prive that I found under $100. You just have to look, and you just need to make sure that they are something that doesn't have any negative reviews. And a lot of people ask me this. So if you go onto eBay and you see somebody that has 32,000 reviews at 99.8%, and it looks like all the reviews are positive, but if you go to the reviews and then you filter it to negative reviews, there's one company, or a lot of them, that will actually, over the last 3 months, have about 30 or 40 ones that say that they're fake, because they had a bunch of really good reviews prior to that, and most of those reviews were fake. So just wanted to let you guys know, just because it has 32,000 reviews doesn't mean it's real. But on eBay, I usually use the same shops that I know carry discontinued items. There's one, it's called Beauty something. I'll put it in the description after the video. I don't think I have it on this phone, but let me look it up for you guys, and I'll tell you which ones to use at least. I just need to log in because I'm on my daughter's phone. My phone is the one that's recording us, so let me see if I can pull it up, and I'll let you guys know which ones are the ones to use. And then let me know in the chat if there's any that you use on eBay that you can tell anybody to use. But there's two main ones that I use that usually carry, like Boss Bottled Intense, 1 million Prive, stuff like that. 1 second. All right. Purchase history. So the 1 million Prive was by a company called Beauty Outlet. So Beauty-Outlet. They are a confirmed selling store through eBay that has pretty much all 100% reviews. And then I got my Tom Ford Bitter Peach for $150, and that was from Perfume Palace 2009. And then I also got a Boss Bottled Intense. Let me see who I got that from. Boss Bottled Intense I got from Simply Fragrant. So those are three that you can use on eBay that usually have discontinued items, and they usually have them a lot. I know that Beauty Outlet has had 1 million Prive twice in the last 3 months, and they got a bunch of them in. So if you're looking for 1 million Prive and you want to get it under $100, that is really nice. But I will start with 1 million Prive since I am talking about that, but I'll make sure I don't miss any of your comments. What's up, Nigel? What's up, Cam? How you doing? Go Giants. Yeah, I like Saquon Barkley because he went to my college, Penn State. I mean, he was way after me, but still. I went to Pitt and Penn State. Luke, what's up, bro? What's good, everyone? What's up, Mo? Welcome to Mo's. So I will start here with 1 million Prive. Oh, and again, if you guys haven't entered already, I have a giveaway for a full bottle giveaway. Make sure you watch the full video because there is a lot of instructions. I've had to delete probably 20 comments with people that are pretty much not following any of the instructions because they're not watching the entire video. They're just going off what other people are commenting, and a lot of people aren't doing the instructions for the giveaway. But the giveaway will close tomorrow night, so make sure you get your entries in for that giveaway, which is continuously going on my channel until tomorrow night. But 1 million Prive. Listen to that atomizer. It's squeaky because it's so old. Oh my goodness. 1 million Prive. So it is what everybody says it is. So again, I've had this before, and then I went to get a new one, and when I got it, it was broken and it was fake. so I sent it back. That wasn't from one of the places that I told you about, but this one definitely is real. It smells like a fragrant apple cider. That's the best way to really put it. It smells like fall. You get your spices, you get your semi-fruitiness, you get your warmth, you get your resinous vibe. It's so good. And not only that, I wore it all day. 2 days ago, I believe, at night, all night. I mean, I went out with my daughter and my wife. We went pumpkin picking, and 1 million Prive legit stayed on my skin for probably 7 or 8 hours to where I could still feel it in your face. So it wasn't like the rest of the 1 million line. Well, elixir is really strong, but the rest of the 1 million line is usually around 6 hours. This one projects pretty nicely. 1 million Prive is, if you don't have it and you can find it on eBay, just try to do your due diligence. Make sure that you have the right type of seller, and just keep waiting. Don't just settle for one because you want to get it immediately. I waited 3 months, like I said. And if you do that, you can get 1 million Prive for a decent price. I mean, $74 is pretty much less than it was whenever it was on retail for that size bottle. Again, and now I need you guys to help me. So I'm going through all of these, and I'm down to pretty much 2, I think. But I want to get your opinions in the chat about my Tom Fords and my Parfums de Marly. I already know that I'm picking up Aventus Cologne. I just got a extra sample, and I will let you guys know. Again, I went to Nordstrom yesterday, and I brought my decants with me, and they let me take as much as I want. So I got Fucking Fabulous. I got Lost Cherry. I got Harad by Parfums de Marly, Aventus Cologne, and Soleil NEIGE. But let me check out the comments, and we'll do that. This week, I have a video. I think I didn't do my wife's one yet, did I? I honestly don't have any idea. No. So my wife's top 5 fall fragrances will be out sometime in the next couple days, as are a couple other videos like Parfums de Marly. Hamzat sent me Parfums de Marly Pegasus Exclusive, Carlisle, Hobdon, and Leighton Exclusive. So I'll be reviewing those, as well as doing one of my Beavis and Butthead Cartman Voices top 25 list, the 25 reviews in 5 minutes. I'll be doing that this week as well, probably on Saturday. I already have about 4 or 5 videos already scheduled, so it'll probably be on Saturday. And it's going to be the one that you guys voted for second, which is my 25 favorite fragrances. So the top 25 might be repetitive from previous videos, but it's going to be 25 of my favorite fragrances that I've ever worn. So yeah, back to the chat. What's up, Jay Ninja? What's up, Newt? Happy Sunday to you as well. What's up, Patrick? Reminds me of my ex. What 1 million Prive does. I love 1 million. I don't find it unisex. I find it definitely more masculine. I mean, it's in the same ballpark. If you like things like Killian Angel Share and Parfums de Marly Ojon, it's in the same category while doing its own thing. I think it's the one that smells the least gourmand of all of those ones, and it has the least amount of spice. It really just smells like a warm apple cider, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fall fragrance, and probably one that I'm going to wear a lot, and you're going to see it a lot on my community tab. I don't care if it's discontinued. Oh, and speaking of discontinued, I want to give a shout out, even though I haven't received it yet, to one of my subscribers, Chris Schmidt, I believe is how you say his last name. I was going through, and if you guys saw my video where I did the subscribers collections, he was the one that had the crap load of Mugler Amen line. Well, I was scrolling through Instagram at like 2 a.m., like 3 or 4 days ago, and I came across his post of the Mugler Amen line, and what happened is I just decided to ask him, hey, how much will you charge for this or this or this, as far as the Muglers? And he sent me a picture, and I was like, dang. I was like, yeah, I don't want to like lowball you or anything, but how much would you charge for the pure Havana? Because I said, I can't afford the pure Tonka. It's like $300. I'm not paying that much. And he was like, Merry Christmas. You're a really good guy. So I'm going to send you the pure Havana. And so I'm going to send him something in return once I get that. But I want to say thank you and give a shout out to him that he's sending me the pure Havana to review for you guys. So thank you so much. It's really nice to have subscribers like you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to, oh, he's in the chat now. Hi, Chris. Thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate it. So everybody give a shout out to Chris for sending that to me. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, Nordstrom, 1 million Prive. I already answered that question. It's similar to fragrances like Angel Share and Ojan, but it's really not. It's kind of in that like warm apple pie, warm apple cider type fragrance, but it's less boozy than Angel Share and less sticky. It's less spicy than Ojan, but if you kind of put those two together and made it into like a warm apple cider, that's what it is. It doesn't have that real resinous vibe that Angel Share has, and it's not as warm as Angel Share, but at the same time, it's like a designer version of Angel Share, in my opinion. Just hardly any booze, if any. It's really, really nice. Really, the best way to explain it is it's just like a warm apple cider with a little bit of a spice and warmth in the background. All right. Dan, that's a nice thing. Nordstrom does. Yeah, 15% off, and it's not off all niche. It's not off Parfums de Marly. It's only off of Tom Ford's and a few others, and then all of their other ones. It's very similar to Macy's sale, except for they include a lot of the Tom Fords. I'm getting my Tom Fords. About the decants. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Last time there was a girl, she was the Aventus person. So there's a giant collection of Aventus. It's almost set up like an Aventus castle where they're all lined up in like a pyramid. And the girl said to me, or said to her friend, hey, I'm going to get you a decant of this, a decant of this, a decant of this. And I walked up and I said, hey, do you mind if I get a decant of Millesime Imperial? I was thinking about buying it. And she sprayed it on a piece of paper and she goes, that should be enough. And I said, well, you just gave her a decant and I'm not spending $400 on a bottle until I know I want it. And then she rolled her eyes and then sprayed like 5 sprays into a little decant. Then the next time I went, like I told you, I was walking and they were just like, yeah, whatever. And they gave me a decant of Herod. They let me spray the Tom Fords. I got a 5 milliliter decant of Aventus Cologne. I mean, it all depends on what people you have. And then that same girl was around the Aventus counter when we were leaving. And I was like, can my wife try out Parfums de Marly Delina? And she was like, where's your wife? And my wife was behind me. And I was like, she's right behind. My wife got pissed. Turned around, came up and goes, yep, that's me. What about it? Because and we got in the car and my wife was like, yeah, I figured that was the lady you were talking about from last time. But you can get rude people and you can get really nice people. I mean, who wants to spend $400 on a fragrance that you haven't tried yet? J Ninja, it's not a website, it's eBay. You have to go on eBay and you can rewind this live if you want to, and I gave 3 different eBay people that put it on their thing. It's not on there right now, or it might be. I haven't checked because I have it now. But they bring them on every couple weeks for about 75 bucks. When was the next time you're doing a subscriber collection pictures video? I said I'm doing it the late October, so do not send me any collections now. I will delete them because I get too many emails. I mean, anytime Chaos posts a good fragrance, I don't watch Chaos thing and I'm blocked from him, so I get like 40 of you, literally, like 40 of you email me, hey, guess what? Chaos has Blue Electrique. And I'm like, I already looked this morning, but thank you. And literally, I sent it to Camzat the one time. I was like, look how many people emailed me for this one thing. Let's see. Recommend a good way to sell fragrance bottles. Don't have Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. Mike K, the best way to sell fragrance bottles, if you're okay biting like a 12% cost, you can sell on eBay. And if you are okay with using sites like Mercari or Etsy, I know that people sell on there all the time. Jen, I can't hear. Thank you. But anyway, so the best way to sell cologne bottles is to do it on eBay. That's usually where I sell it. I usually just bite the 12% eBay hit, which kind of sucks. But if you're looking to do kind of like a get full cost from it, you can tell me in my email and I'll post it for you. That's what I did for one of my subscribers the other day, and he sold both of his blue electric bottles. At least I think he did. And I'll put it on my community tab and I'll help you sell them. I don't really need any money for it. I'll post it once, and if somebody wants to buy them, they'll buy them. But that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. A man of the people. Lost Cherry and Harad must pick up right now. I really know that Harad is on my list definitely to get. It's just which one am I getting now? Every one that I just told you guys is pretty much going to be picked up now. But yeah. I know people sell on Reddit. One of my subscribers, Cole, and I don't think he's in here yet tonight. He sells on Reddit. I don't personally use Reddit. The only time I ever see Reddit is if I'm coming across like a question or something. But with that said, he sells on Reddit all the time, and he lowballs himself. But for the most part, you can sell on there. You can sell on, the easiest way is just, if you're okay biting like a $10 hit on a designer and probably a $30 hit on a niche, then probably just sell on eBay. That's the easiest way. And it's safe. I mean, they have buyer and seller protection. I own Lost Cherry. FYI, Dossier has an excellent dupe. Yeah, I do not want a dupe, Chris, of Lost Cherry. That's the one thing. People have told me all these different dupes of Lost Cherry. The one thing that I know I do not want is a dupe of a Tom Ford. Whether or not they're good or not, me and my wife has had Lost Cherry. We've owned Lost Cherry before. And I have tried a dupe of Lost Cherry before, and it just doesn't smell the same. And while it comes close, we had Lost Cherry and we loved it. Just like Tobacco Vanille. I have 2 clones of Tobacco Vanille. I will still buy Tobacco Vanille again because I like Tobacco Vanille. Lost Cherry, just, there's that almond and woods and stuff like that I'll get into here in a second that you just won't find as nicely as you would find it in Lost Cherry. And I can find Lost Cherry for like $150, so I'm fine buying it. And I like the bottles of Tom Ford. It makes you look like bougie a little bit, like I'm bougie broke. Thoughts on Creed Viking? I'm not a big fan of Viking. I actually just gave it away to somebody, the 10 milliliter, 5 milliliter decant that I have. I didn't even know I gave it away. I was one of those, I pulled them randomly. I'm not a huge fan of Viking or Viking Cologne, but yeah, I think the original is Viking Cologne is bad. Or is it Viking that's bad? I can't remember. It was one of the ones I hated, and one of the ones was like, yeah, it's okay. But either one of them I would never buy a full bottle of. The only Creeds that I would buy a full bottle of, just based off the top of my head, if I had as much money in the entire world, is Aventus Cologne, Millesime Imperial. I would buy Virgin Island water. I wouldn't buy Silver Mountain water or any of those. While they are good, I don't see myself wearing them as much because I've had decants of that and Green Irish Tweed and stuff like that. It's just, I don't wear them, so I don't see myself spending $300 on a bottle. So those are probably the only ones that I would buy from Creed. And Tom Ford, I usually don't like either. These are the only ones, just an FYI, outside of like Noir Extreme and maybe Costa Azura Parfum. I hate every other Tom Ford except for the ones that I have here in Tobacco Vanille. I don't like Green Irish Tweed. I mean, I like it, but what I get from it, I couldn't just, I know Cold Water is supposed to be like the clone of it and whatnot, but I just don't wear it for what I need to wear it for. And Chris, I see you saying for us older guys, I honestly, the colognes that I wear, you would think that if you only saw my collection, you didn't see my face or know my age, you would probably think I was 22 because of the way that I wear more youthful fragrances like Lost Cherry and stuff like that. But I also do wear some more mature, but I'm nowhere close to like how Jen Sense does. Yeah, Hockey, if you ever want to sell your fragrances, you can let me know. And you can just send me a little list and the prices, and I'd be happy to post it on my community tab, but I'll only post it once. Oh, and by the way, if you guys ever feel the need to, don't ever feel the need to. I don't care either way. I'd be happy to get it. I'd be just as happy to just talk to you guys. But I do have super chats available now. So if you ever want to give a super chat or a PayPal or anything like that, it's in the bottom right hand corner. Don't feel the need to, but it goes right back into buying fragrances. And if you ever want to buy a fragrance, you can do a super chat and say, hey, pick this fragrance up, and I'll use the money to go pick it up and review it for you. Just wanted to give that shout out. I don't really want to pitch making money because I don't really care much about that. I think I skipped down. Somebody deleted a comment. I own Lost Cherry. FYI, Dossier has an okay, I read that one. Good to know. I need some of my fragrances. Thoughts on Creed Viking? Thank you. Those Tom Ford bottles do look nice. Yeah, I do like Tom Ford bottles. They are simple, but they look luxurious, and I really like them. There's only a few, like I said, that I like from the line. If you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have probably said there's 3, but now there's 5. But outside of that, there's might be one extra one. I tried that new one. I can't remember. Ebony Fume. I tried that, and I think I like that, but I haven't tried it since, and they didn't have it when I went. So, yeah. Hey, Newt. I don't mean to push people into doing that. I was just letting people know. I was already working on this to contribute to your Thank you, Newt. I really appreciate it. It's really nice when you guys do that. Again, it'll just go right back into purchasing bottles to review for you guys. And if you ever want to recommend me picking up something, I would be happy to do so if it's within my funds to do that. So thank you, Newt. I appreciate it. Always helpful to the channel and always a great subscriber there. Green Irish Treat is also bought at Worthy. Just picked up a Rolfa last week for a great price. See, that one I didn't try because that woman was eyeing me up, and I just don't like when she's there. I did try Rolfa before, but it didn't spark anything in me. Hey, dude, need a fragrance opinion about Strong With You EDT, YSL EDP, La Nuit EDT, or Creed Viking. Which would you say is best for attending a family wedding? Second week of October. So Stronger With You would not be a family wedding. Creed Viking, I'm not a big fan of, so it would be between YSL EDP and La Nuit. I think more for the family wedding. If you want to get noticed, then go with YEDP. If you just want to smell mature entering a wedding, La Nuit is probably one of the best wedding fragrances out there. So I would go with either one. If you're looking to get noticed, go with the YEDP. If you're looking for more of just a mature, classy, kind of drawn back, then go with the La Nuit. Those are the 2 options for you, so you can make the decision based on that. Love my decan of Virgin Island water. I can't spend over $300 even on discounters. Newt, I will look for you. I'm always really good at finding that, and I found a Virgin Island water for $140 the other day. So let me check after this. If I forget, remind me, and I'll find it for you. If you are interested in getting it at that price. I have a huge private blend, 250 milliliter. Private blend. Oh, ombre leather. It's a huge bougie bottle. The one with the little stopper in it. I love that version. It's smoother than the signature blend. See, ombre leather, I don't like leather. If I had to go with one, it would be Tuscan leather just because it has that fruity aspect to it. And ombre leather just smells like a leather jacket, but I can see why people like it. If I had to pick one, which I wouldn't pick either because I don't like leather forward fragrances, Tuscan leather has less of the leathery vibe. So Himalaya or Original Santal are good. Original Santal is good. Himalaya I have not tried. Again, when I go there, I like to only spray a few of them, and by that point in time, because this is the way it works. When you walk into my Nordstrom's, it's all closed, and on the left-hand side is Parfums de Marly and all your designer fragrances. And then you walk about 100 yards. So at this point in time, I've already smelled all of the Valentina Uomos, all the Pasha Cartiers, all of the designer fragrances, and then also that I haven't smelled, because they have the Pashas and stuff like that. And then I smell all the Parfums de Marly's, and then I go over to the bougie section where the Tom Fords are set up next to the makeup counters, and your MFKs and all of your niche products like your cleans and your just crazy ones like Roja Parfums and whatnot. By the time I get to the Aventus counter, I'm already going nose blind to pretty much anything, so I only choose to smell like 5 of them. And also knowing that is that right outside of my Nordstrom's is the Louis Vuitton counter, or Louis Vuitton store, and the Tom Ford boutique, which I was going into anyway. So at that point in time, I knew that I needed to dial it back, so I didn't get around to smelling Himalaya, which I should. So I can't really say that I don't like the rest of the creeds, because I've probably only smelled about 10 of them. You're easily saving hundreds, especially on discount sites. If speaking of discount sites, I'm glad I can help you, Newt. There wasn't a lot of views on the video. I mean, it's not terrible or anything. There was a video I released the other day, and I have to say, if I was just a person, and I'm not saying this to just go watch, because I could give a shit about views. If I cared about views so much, I wouldn't post the imaginary authors videos that get like 50 views. But with that said, there's a video I posted the other day about discounters. And even though you might have seen a discounter video before, this is kind of like a run through of what people don't tell you and the different tips and tricks that you can find on discounters that you might not know. And the people that did watch the video, a lot of you guys found it helpful or didn't know things even after years and years of using them. So if you are interested in discounters and you want to know the best practices as well as the News Parfums, how to use it, I just posted a video about it. So go check that out after this, obviously. Newt, can you always get 15 to 30 milliliter decants? It makes almost every fragrance affordable. Tuscan leather is nice, but it smells like blow to me. Tuscan leather blow. It smells like Coke to you? I don't know that Coke smells like leather. But, Chris, have you smelled okay, that's for Chris. Yes, I own Godolphin. That's the only Parfums de Marly that I haven't tried, but I haven't really been interested in trying it because of the leather aspect. News Parfums, shout out, dude, for that site. Yee. Does News Parfums charge import? No. Ravi, the News Parfums, I'll just give you a short breakdown. My video shows you how to translate it to English. Easy enough. It's super easy. In the video, I also said click the big button. And after I made the video, I also found something else out. Even though in the video, I told you guys create your account first. But me and Hamzat were talking about this the other day, and Cole, that if you don't create an account, the prices are $30 more than they are when you create an account. And so I went back and I checked out my original emails, and you actually, once you sign up for a News Parfums account, which it doesn't cost anything, you're just pretty much creating an account, the prices go from like $93 to $70. And they give you 20% off extra if you create an account. So just make sure that you do that, just in case you see the prices and you're like, hey, FragranceDoud's lying. He said these prices were this and this. It's because you didn't create an account. But anyway, they charge a one-time $18 or $19 shipping fee, up to 4 bottles, and that is it. There is no other fees to it, but you're also saving about 60% on the fragrances. So like Sauvage Elixir is $160. It's $70 on their site. And then you just add that 17 to it, so you're technically still spending $80 less. Not only that, you also get coupons after your purchase. You get decants. Hamzat got a diesel hat. You get a lot of different things on there, and there's no extra charges. There's no duties. There's no customs fees or transfer fees or anything. It's just $19. Just I would recommend, if you're ever going to use that site, make sure you're going to pick up 3 or 4 different bottles, because picking up one most of the time is just going to be like, just pick it up on FragranceNet or something, in my opinion at least. And I think Hamzat agrees with me. Speaking of that, let's do another review. Let's check out the 1 million Prive dry down. This fragrance doesn't change that much, which I actually like, because the opening's fantastic. When it gets into the dry down, there's maybe a little bit of woods that comes out, and that spice dies down a little bit. But for the most part, it just stays the same, just maybe with a little bit of like a different kind of sweetness coming in. It's pretty much the exact same thing. It's that warm apple cider. It's a little bit different on skin, but it's so good. Hey, Chicken McFry, I'll block you if you put that again, bro. Don't spam. All right. So I'm not going to spray this on. Okay. Hey, Hamzat, use your powers. You have the powers now, Hamzat. Thank you. Thank you, Mo. That's what you guys got the tools for. Anyway, I'm not going to spray this on because I'm wearing it right now. I sprayed it on after my shower about an hour ago. This is Soleil NEIGE, so I don't know if it's Soleil NEIGE. I don't know if it's Soleil NEIGE. I don't know if it's Soleil NEIGE. I honestly have no idea. So I'm just going to call it Soleil NEIGE for now. I'm wearing it right now. The way that I found out about this is my wife was working, and she works in customer service, and she was waiting on somebody, and she looked up because she smelled the person and said, "Hey, what are you wearing?" And he said, "I'm wearing, oh, I can't remember what it is." And she came home and told me it was a Tom Ford. He doesn't know what it is. I said, yeah, probably because he borrowed it from his sister, because if somebody buys a Tom Ford, you know what the name is. So I told her, she said it smelled really good. And then the next time he came in, she got the name from him, and it was Soleil NEIGE. And I guess he oversprayed it the second time because he wanted her to notice him. And so I went to Nordstrom's, tried it out. And I also talked to a few people who have tried it, and some of them love it and some of them don't love it. But with that said, Soleil NEIGE, it's advertised as a floral fragrance that has vanilla and stuff, and I can tell you it's more like a sweet and creamy, slightly salty fragrance that has florals in the background. When you first spray it on, you get citruses as well. You get bergamot. I never actually looked at the notes for this, so I have no idea. But I know you get bergamot. I know you get vanilla. I know you get some kind of like creamy, either almond or something like that in there. I know the Soleil Blancs have coconut. I don't think this one has coconut. It smells like a salted creaminess, almost like an expensive suntan lotion, but at the same time doesn't have that lotiony aspect. I was just giving you like the vibe of the fragrance. And I actually think off the cap is a little bit more floral, but it has like amber, vanilla, sweet, a little bit creamy, a little bit resinous. If you ever wanted to try a fragrance that from Tom Ford is a little bit different, Soleil NEIGE is actually quite nice, and you should definitely give it a shot. I am definitely going to buy it right now on FragranceNet. It's our Fragrance X. It's $181 for the 1.7 ounce, and so I'm probably going to end up picking that one up. What he said plus a $5 voucher after purchase. Yep. What's up, T-Frag? How you doing? Godolphin's so nice. I'm going to get a small bottle. Oh, I forgot to mention, even though Chris is sending me the Pure Havane and other decants, I picked up Pure Malt that exact same day. When I was talking to him, I was looking on eBay, and there just happened to be somebody that posted Pure Malt for like literally a really, really, really good price. And so I ended up picking that one up as well. And then I found out that he was sending me that, so I was like, I'm probably going to return it, but I honestly have no idea. I'm going to try them out and then see what I get from them. But I also have the other one, which Hamzat just tried out, which is Mugler Ultimate, which is still available for about 50 bucks, 60 bucks, something like that. And it's a really nice cappuccino fragrance. He said he gets some green notes from it, and I do get some green notes in the opening. I resprayed it. I get some green in it. But it's a nice fragrance if you like sweet cappuccino coffee type fragrances. It's really nice. But Soleil NEIGE, if you guys have a Nordstrom near you and you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it out because I really do like it. Yeah. So, moving into fucking fabulous. So, how about this? I just heard from Jeff from SoCal Sense that starting, and I did get an email about this, but I didn't know the whole routine. So, starting in 2023, they're going to start monetizing shorts. So, you guys are going to start getting ads in shorts on YouTube. And apparently, they're going to be paying people like 100 times what they normally get. So, you're going to start seeing an outpouring of shorts starting in 2023 from not just me, from pretty much everybody. And apparently, if you get 10 million views in 90 days, you get $100,000 or $10,000 or something like that. I mean, I know that's a big difference. I can't remember what he told me. So you're going to see a lot of different shorts coming out, especially in 2023. But it's kind of exciting for creators because it's just like those built-in ads at the bottom probably. And they're going to also reorganize YouTube, so you're going to see shorts in a different spot that they're in now, not on the main subscriber page. So I just wanted to give you guys the heads up about that. Looks like Millésime Imperial bottle. I have a shitty dupe of Millésime Imperial called Cuba Wild Heart. I like Millésime Imperial, but if you haven't tried Club de Nuit Milestone, I don't like to push the Club de Nuit line because even though I like Sillage, again, I'm not a huge fan of the original fragrance that clones anyway. But Millésime or Milestone is a really, really good dupe. Really good dupe. Even the guy who, George, Fragrance Apprentice, worked at Creed and said, wow, Milestone's a good fragrance. What do you think of the Mugler Cryptomint? Ask Chris, because I have not tried that. I hate shorts. I usually watch videos. I usually don't watch shorts either. I hate shorts as well. I like sweatpants. With shorts, it's easy for me. So this is the first time I ever did this. Last Monday, I was on a roll. A lot of times it takes me like 2 hours to film a video because I mess up so many times, especially in the opening. And then I have to edit and all that. But last Monday I was on a roll and I ended up creating like 16 videos. And then I found out that you could schedule them. Again, I'm new, so I didn't know that. And so I scheduled all my videos until like October 14th. And then I found out that you can schedule shorts. So I scheduled a short every single day until October 14th. I also went on Instagram and found out that you can schedule things. So I have all my shorts and posts and all that scheduled until October 14th. So, but yeah, with shorts, I don't really watch them either because usually it's just people trying to get views. Hey, what's up? What's up, on Average Joe? If you guys haven't seen him, go follow him. He does a lot of live stream. Also has on average patch with Making Sense, which is your Sour Patch Kids Amouage fragrance. Really, really nice. I've been meaning to ask your thoughts on the Dua brand. J Ninja, you want to know my thoughts on the Dua brand? Do you want to know? They are terrible. And I don't care if somebody loves Dua. If you love Dua, everybody likes different things. Jeff on SoCal Sense, before I even had my channel, he sent out a spreadsheet of all the things he was selling. And I didn't know much about clones, and so I bought the Dua fragrances off of him, which he had 57. And so he sent me all of the Duas. And I went through all 57. I did my research to see what they were cloning, stuff like that. and there was only 2 that I could say were okay, and it was their more expensive ones. Out of all of those, they smelled like vegetable oil. And then I sent them to somebody as a giveaway, and that person said that they didn't like it at all. So my thoughts on Dua is they're not good. I know some people do like the really more expensive ones. Hey, Chicken McFry, if you do this again, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Camsat. I'm glad I'm not used to having moderators in my chat, but now that I have you guys, it's fun to see you guys knocking people out of there. Yeah, it's vegetable oils through and through. Do not like Dua, and apparently Alexandria fragrances are the exact same. They are vegetable oil on your skin, and while I understand that a lot of niche fragrances, elixirs, they have that more oily texture, Dua's was so bad that when I put it into one of my own atomizers, you could not. And oh, sorry, that was T-Frag. Thank you, T-Frag. But anyway, you put them on your skin. I put it into one of my atomizers, and I couldn't spray it because it was terrible. It was so thick. Just it feels like when you put it on your skin that you're putting like fragrant lotion on your skin. But anyway, I was talking too much, and I didn't even spray it on the tester, and I rolled the tester up while I was doing it. Oh, and by the way, I was talking to T-Frag this weekend, and he came home from Chicago, which I think he was on a business trip, and his wife purchased every Bath and Body Works fragrance that there is. Like it was like buy 3 get 3 free, and he got home and he was trying them out, and so I was like really excited about it, to the point where I actually told my wife to come with me and go out to the mall. We went to Bath and Body Works, and so if I ever wanted to let you guys know about their fragrances, there's about 6 or 7 of them, and there's only one that is okay, and it's definitely not worth purchasing. But if I got them for free, I would obviously take them and wear them. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. I went out there, tried them out. The one was okay. It was coffee something. I can't remember the names, but it was good. Okay. It was better than the others. Oh, I didn't spill my coffee tonight. Okay, so fucking fabulous. This is different than the other Tom Fords that I have here because most of the other Tom Fords are sweet. Coffee and whiskey, that's it. This one is more of like an aromatic, sweet leather fragrance that has, in the opening, you get the aromatics right away. It's lavender, it's sage. That's used in a lot of fragrances, but when you get them in a Tom Ford, they feel a lot more natural. You also do get some sweetness in there, either from like some kind of vanilla or just like I said with the Soleil NEIGE, which I don't think there is almond in that, but it smells like there's that in this. But there is some leather in the, like a leather backbone. This is the only one that I haven't made it to the dry down yet, so I can't tell you anything about. But this one in the very beginning, it's fucking fabulous. You know what sucks is that I can't even do a video about this, though, because if I do a video about this, I'll either get flagged or something, unless I just call it effing fabulous the entire time, which I probably should just do that. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm going to do a Tom Ford video. So it's aromatic, it's clary sage, it's lavender. You can definitely get that in the opening. This is a third time that I've smelled the opening. And then once you get to the dry down, that clary sage and lavender dissipates, and it's only about 25 minutes is as far as I made it. And then the leather starts to pull up with that vanilla and almond. It's like a sweetness. It's actually quite a nice fragrance. Again, one of the ones from the Tom Ford I like. Let's switch out of the Tom Fords and move into Creed's Aventus Cologne to let you know what I get from this. So Creed Aventus Cologne, I will only spray that once because I love this so much. And I promised somebody that I would give them that decant once I bought my bottle, which is going to be coming soon. Oh my God. So if you want to know my thoughts on Creed Aventus, it's the best Creed. There is no other Creed better than it. The original Aventus is not as good as Creed Aventus Cologne. Aventus Cologne is your fresher, more spring and summer take on Aventus. It's more citrusy. It dials back on the smokiness in the woods, even though you still do get that birch in there and stuff like that. It's so good. It's citrusy, it's woody, it's musky. It's a little bit warm and spicy, but for the most part, you get that nice, beautiful ginger and mandarin orange mixture in the opening. You get birch. And then when you get to the dry down, you get some tonka bean in there, some musks. Overall, it's just a beautiful fucking fragrance. It's just, if there was, okay, there is. This fragrance, and I'm going to say it now, is the most complimented spring and summer fragrance of all time. That's in my opinion, and I know other people might disagree with me, but if there was a fragrance that I would have to say it's the most complimented spring and summer fragrance out there, Aventus Cologne is definitely going to be it. I saw it the other day for $179.99 on an actual discounter, and so I am waiting until it comes back on there to buy it again. I'm not in any kind of rush. And then I saw it again on, which I think somebody just put it on there, Aura. And that's where I found the next one, which I will come back to Aventus Cologne and let you know that now that we're talking about Aura, Parfums de Marly Herod. So I mentioned this in my video the other day, very, very briefly. Parfums de Marly Herod is usually $300. You can find it probably on discounters most of the time around $230, $240, $250. On Aura fragrance for the 4 point, and that's for the 2 ounce. On Aura, Parfums de Marly Herod, when it is available, is $166. And that's for the 4 ounce. And so that's what I'm waiting for this. I already know that I'm going to buy it. So when you first spray this on, this might push you away. If you're one of the people that don't like the more mature fragrances, this Parfums de Marly Herod, in the opening, you get more spice and more of a mature vibe than you do when you get about 20 minutes into the fragrance. It's warm, it's spicy, it's tobacco, it's sweet. But again, you get more of that spice, less of that sweet in the opening. It's very nice. You get some cinnamon, you get a little bit of musks, and then you also, when you get to the dry down, that is where the spice dissipates and it becomes more of like a sweet creaminess mixed with that little bit of spice. And it's really, really freaking good. You also get a little bit of incense in the opening, which throws some people off as well. But if you want to picture, the most part of the fragrance is more of like a musky cinnamon vanilla mixture, and it's really good. And then you also get that tobacco on top, obviously. It's a very beautiful fragrance. I am shocked that I don't have a bottle yet. I think the reason is that Joma Shop has their Parfums de Marly sales, and at that point in time on the last sale, it was, what was it? It was May, and I was like, I'm not going to wear Herod for 4 months, so I ended up not picking it up. But I am picking it up soon. Again, do not trust eBay with Parfums de Marly Herod, because a lot of the ones that say that they're authorized sellers, if you actually go in, you will see under their negative comments over the last like 20 days, there's been about 40 on the main one selling it for like $160 right now. I actually almost bought it, and then I saw their negative comments. Everybody was saying it's fake. You just don't see those comments on the front of it because they have so many comments, like 32,000. Let me check out your, let's see, you got bouncers, bro, not moderators. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Joe Malone fragrances? I own none, so I can't tell you. Sorry. Your moderators are awesome. Yes, they are. That's why I chose them last stream. There's a reason for each one. Hamzat and T-Frag have been sending me things since I was at like 400 or 500 subs. And Mo has been part of my channel with Hamzat since pretty much almost as soon as I started, like a little bit after, but they're one of the oldest, and so they definitely deserve it. I own a couple Bath & Body. Bourbon was okay. Yeah, it was the coffee and whiskey that did it for me. That was the one that I was like, okay, that's okay. But none of them really said, hey, I'm going to wear that over other things that I have. Coffee and whiskey, save your money on the others. Yeah. Go Chiefs. I saw the Bills. Did the Bills beat the Ravens earlier? I saw that they were winning. That's the last thing I saw, but I think the Ravens tanked it in the fourth. Thumbs up the video. Yeah, thank you, Junkie. Thumbs up on the video. Remember to like and comment on my stuff. Aura Fragrance has Aventus Cologne for $2.29 for a 3.3 ounce. That is a hell of a pickup. They always have good deals on Aura. It's just really hard to find them on there. Aura hands down is the best prices, but limited variety in stock, yes. And they sell out very quickly. They'll get like 2 or 3 in, and then they're gone. What's up, Brian? You got to be fast on Aura. Yeah, they had Harad for a while, and then finally when I go to pick it up, it was gone. 100% best price and delivery, but limited selection. Out of stock currently on. Yeah, Harad is out of stock right now. It will be back on Aura. Usually they come on every 2 or 3 weeks, and then they're gone. Last time it was on there for about a month, and then all of a sudden I went to buy it, and it was gone. Always put your number for alerts. Yeah, that's what I did for Harad. You guys are the OGs. I wouldn't recommend it for office use. There was somebody the other day who was asking me a lot of questions about office fragrances. And I think I got like 5 or 6 videos where they commented, hey, is this good for the office? And it was like Stronger With You. And I was like, no. Prada Black, no. This, no. And I was waiting for them to say, okay, then what's good for the office? So I just ended up going back to the comment and saying, if you want to know what's good for the office, it's clean, green, fresh, stuff like that. And I said, I have about 40 office videos if you want to go check them out. And I put a hyperlink in them. And then they asked me like 3 days later, hey, is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultramil good for the office? And I said, guess you didn't watch my video. So anyway, let's get back into the next. Oh, I was talking about Harad. It's so good. Yeah, it's already started to dry down. So again, that opening, a lot of people get thrown away from it because of the spice and it's different than when you get about 10 minutes in. Once you get about 10 minutes into the fragrance, it becomes this really nice, sweet vanilla cinnamon mixture. Obviously, tobacco on the top and some musks. Really, really nice. And now we will get into Lost Cherry. This is so good. You have to like unisex fragrance to like Lost Cherry, obviously. Same with Bitter Peach. Oh my goodness. So when you first spray this on, it's pretty much cherry. It's fruity. There's a little bit of like a plum in here as well. And then you also do get like almost like a cherry vodka or like a cherry liqueur of some sort. Because I think there's booze in Lost Cherry. I don't know why I've never looked up the notes of this, but I might have at one point. But Lost Cherry is legit fantastic. As soon as you get to the dry down, it doesn't change a super amount. You get tonka bean, you get vanilla, and it becomes like a slightly boozy cherry vanilla fruitiness. And so it's probably the best cherry fragrance I've ever smelled. There are some people that said there was other cherry fragrances, but you get some almond, and there's actually 4 of these that have almond or smell like they have almond in them. Yeah, so it's pretty much what you would think. It's a fruity fragrance. It's cherry. It has a little bit of a woodiness in the dry down, but for the most part, it's cherry. It's sweet. It is a huge compliment getter, and surprisingly, women like this on men. And I know that because the 5 or 6 times that I wore this fragrance, when I had a decant of it, people said, what are you wearing? And it was people that I didn't even know. And so I was like, Lost Cherry. And so whether or not they liked it for themselves, that's great. They noticed that what I was wearing, and it smells amazing. So if you like the fruity fragrances, Lost Cherry is great. You just have to find it for a good price because it's probably the 2nd or 3rd most expensive Tom Ford that exists in the private blend, obviously. And we got one more, and then we'll get to the dry downs. Oh, and if anybody wasn't here earlier, the giveaway that I did I don't even have any other ones here, do I? No, I think that's it. I got through them all. The giveaway that I did last week, 3 days ago. The winner will be announced on Tuesday. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure that you watch the whole video and that you like, comment, and you also have to subscribe to my Instagram. Somebody said they don't have Instagram. How do I enter this? And I said, well, you have an email, right? And they were like, yeah. I said, well, then create an Instagram. I said, I'm not bending on this one. I said, I've never asked anybody to subscribe to my Instagram before. So you just have to like, comment, and be subscribed to my YouTube, my Instagram. And I don't really like Instagram. I just do it because it's kind of the thing of a reviewer. You kind of have to have multiple platforms. I wish I didn't have to. I would just stay on YouTube. Honestly, it's just a pain in the ass. Most of the time I just post the same stuff that I post to you guys on YouTube because I am primarily a YouTube person. I never really look at Instagram much. I don't really look at other things much, but I talk to you guys on Instagram, so that's pretty much the only time I use Instagram. Out of all of these, if I had to, I need your opinion. So what should I pick up first? That's what I wanted to ask you guys. What should I pick up first? I'm already picking up Aventus Cologne. What is up with the spams tonight? Like, what's the point? It doesn't piss me off. It just kind of confuses me. It's like, why do you go into somebody's live and spam? It's like, it's either you're a child or you're a troll. A child or a troll, or you're a child troll. You go into somebody's live that you probably don't know anything about fragrance, and then you just put smiley faces and stuff like that. It's just, do you just go around looking at people's lives and just trying to piss them off for no reason, trying to get some attention? But anyway, 1 million Prive. This is definitely the best one I've picked. But what I was saying, which I forgot, I always end up doing something like whatever's in my hand, I'll show you guys when I forget what I was saying. So again, I'm picking up Aventus Cologne, so leave that out of it. So if I had to pick one up right now, would it be Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, Tom Ford's Soleil NEIGE, or Parfums de Marly Harad? Because I am not picking up Effin' Fabulous now because of all of them. It's the least that I want to buy at this point in time. Even though it's nice, it's more of a spring and summer fragrance, and I'm looking more for a fall and winter fragrance. So it's either Soleil NEIGE. If you haven't tried that, then pick between Lost Cherry and Parfums de Marly Harad. But those are the three. I want you guys to tell me which one I should pick up first. And then, obviously, we're going to do a giveaway sometime today. Let's see if you guys commented anything. Lost Cherry is nice. I like it better than other cherry frags, including BDK Rouge Smoke. I like it better than Rouge Smoking, even though I do like Rouge Smoking a lot. It just doesn't have a heavy cherry vibe. It's like a cherry cola, like you guys said. And it's a little bit different. It's not exactly what I was expecting when I went to smell it, but I do like it a lot. People go into live spams and get reactions from you. Give them nothing. Don't even mention it out loud. Yeah, that's probably the best. It's just I didn't mention the first. I only mentioned the first one because it was coming up on the screen, and I wanted somebody to block them. Yeah, Harad is probably going to be the winning. I'm not picking up Effin' Fabulous yet. I am going to pick it up at some point, Chris. It's just at this point in time where I live right now, I'm freezing outside. It's like 45 degrees, 50 degrees, not even, and it's going down and down and down and down, and it's like this every night. So Effin' Fabulous is not going to be one that I will get a lot of wears out right now. So I think Harad is probably going to be the winner for that. I've been on a little bit of a buying spree. Would you buy Aventus Cologne or Prada Ocean plus Profondo Lights and YVES? I would go with the last one, Why Live. I still think I would go with Aventus Cologne over Prada Ocean, Profondo Lights, and Why Live, because Aventus Cologne is not necessarily more versatile. It's just more of a compliment getter than the other three. And if you have the funds to get Aventus Cologne, it will get you more wears than the other three will, and it will give you less decisions to make. With that said, Parfums de Lights, if you can find it now, is also discontinued. Y Live is a if you're gonna get Y Live, you need to get it on News Parfums though, because it's only like $60. But YSL Y Live is really nice. That's a really hard one, Newt, to be honest with you, because you got Prada Ocean, which can be worn pretty much all year round. Profondo Lights is more of a spring fragrance. YSL Y Live is like a smoother version of YSL Y EDT and a little bit less sweet. I don't know. I would still probably buy Aventus Cologne if I had the funds to do that at that point in time. That's just my opinion. But I agree with Chris. Effing Fab is to be picked up. Oh, I'm definitely picking it up. I said every one of these will be picked up by next spring. It's just the matter of what order, because I can't pick up $200 fragrances all at one time, or $300 fragrances. It's like I need to pick up one, wait a few months, pick up one, wait a few months, ask for one for Christmas, wait a few months, ask for one for Valentine's Day, something like that. What's ATH Raw Cherry? I have not tried that. I've never heard of it. I'll keep Harad out for you, dude. What do you mean? You keep a lookout for it? Thank you, Camzat. Would you recommend buying Y Live if I had the EDP and L'Homme Parfum? I just bought Y Live and I had the EDP and the Parfum. It's the most similar to the EDP of the entire line. If you made it like a little bit less of that sweetness and then give it almost like a little bit of a fruity vibe, even though there's no fruit in it, and it's smoother, and honestly, to me, it's the first or second best in the line. It's up there with L'Homme Parfum, but I think that L'Homme Parfum does edge it a bit as far as the smell's concerned, but Y Live is going to be one that pretty much anybody's going to like. Oh, Aaron Terrence, I don't have anything that Aaron Terrence Hughes owns or does. I've heard some of them are good, but nobody. I only pick up what you guys ask me to get for the most part, unless I really want something. And nobody, and I mean, I don't think I've even heard his name in my chat before. Nobody's mentioned picking it up. I love how relatable you are. You keep it real, not like some reviewers who make it seem like they can blow money in a ton of fragrance. And yeah, I can't do that. I just, honestly, for the most part, if you guys see me picking up a bunch of fragrances, it's because I just sold a bunch of fragrances and I got a bunch of money from it. In this case, it was because I got a huge paycheck. And usually whenever my paychecks come and I get like a bonus on them or something, I'll splurge on a bunch of fragrances. But for the most part, I'll get one or two fragrances every couple weeks, and then I'll get the 3 or 4 that you guys tell me to get. Like I have that off and on Tarathi Blue on the way because you guys were telling me to pick it up, and I smelled it and I really liked it. And also T-Frag sent it to me, so I was able to buy that. Which Davidoff Cool Water fragrance is your favorite? I would probably just have to. I have 2 Cool Waters. I have grapefruit and sage now that I bought like 4 days ago, and the original Cool Water. Outside of that, the original Cool Water gives me a headache, and grapefruit and sage is okay. It's people were talking about it on my last live, so I went and picked it up, and I know TLTG reviewed it and said that he really likes it. Outside of that, I've tested Street Fighter and I didn't like it. The Parfum I can't find, and outside of that, there's no other Cool Waters that I've ever even seen in my stores. So yeah, the only ones that I have are the original, which is a nice smelling one, but it gives me a headache, and the other one, grapefruit and sage, is okay. I wouldn't really recommend a Cool Water to anybody though. Some people might like it. It's just I've never been a huge fan. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Green Irish Tweed, which means that I've never really been a huge fan of Cool Water from the beginning. And yeah, Cool Waters never really did it for me. I use Cool Water to freshen up my gym locker. That's what I would use it for. I sometimes I use it after I take a shit. I'll spray it in the bathroom because it'll definitely block it out. It'll block out that shit. But yeah, that's the only time that I usually use that. I mean, it smells nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just I have so many other better fragrances in my collection. My wife. Oh, that's Hamsat. I got Stronger with You absolutely coming. That's as expensive as I get. James, they have Stronger with You absolutely on News Parfums for like $70. I got that a new bottle of it. That's my favorite one in the line. You will not be disappointed. It's really good. People talk about fragrances on their channels through and through about how great they are and blah blah blah. One of the ones that I can remember agreeing with other people about how great it is Stronger with You absolutely. It deserves every little bit of hype that it got. It's the best in the line, even though a lot of the ones in the line smell really, really similar. Stronger with You absolutely has that boozy note in it. It brings back the nuttiness from the original. It has a lot of different things going on. The dry down's a little bit unique. Because if you look at the Intensely has the Stronger with You backbone. And then if you go to the Stronger with You leather, it has that leather in it, but then you get to the dry down and it's kind of basic. When you get Stronger with You Oud, the opening is quite different, and then you get to the dry down and it's just Stronger with You basic. But Stronger with You absolutely through and through is a fantastic fragrance. I'm trying to use up my worthless duos in the bathroom. I hate duos. If you want to know the best fragrance, if you ever want to dry out the bathroom, and you want it to stay there for a long time, is All Haramain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. One spray of that on your wall in your bathroom will be smelling like tobacco vanille for the next, 2 weeks. It stays. It's a crazy good fragrance when it comes to blocking stuff out. Dude, the wife thing was directed at you first. Where, what, huh? My wife threatens that I'll one day wake up and it's all gone. I told her the next morning that she will wake up and me and my daughter are both gone. If my wife did that and took my fragrance collection, if that's what you guys are talking about, and it was gone, she'd be gone. That's my fragrance collection is quite important to me. She would at least have to. Maybe I'll get her a nice hotel room to go stay in for a bit so I can cool down. But okay, I'll scroll higher. I was reading everything, but you guys always put the ats, and I know Jeff reads those, and to me, I'm just like, bro, you could go so much faster in the chat if you didn't read those. And so when I see the ats, I don't do that. I pass them up. Dude, stop playing around and drop those stacks. A few days later, the wifey has destroyed your fragrance shrine. Yeah, she, like I said, she is very, very, very supportive with my fragrances. She wants me to buy them, but at the same time, she wants me to buy hers. And if I buy a fragrance, she expects that I'm going to buy her makeup. Just so she's kind of like, I won't get pissed at you if you buy 3 bottles of fragrance, if you buy me Lady Gaga's new foundation. I'm like, fine. And then I end up coming home spending I went to Nordstrom yesterday and spent $400. I'm like, are you serious? And I didn't even buy a cologne. I just got samples. That's all I was going there for. I did get CK1 Summer Days, though, for $22 at Nordstrom Rack. It was marked wrong on their clearance rack. So I actually got that. And if you guys want to know, CK1 Summer Days is freaking good. I did a video about it where I told you guys it was good. I usually don't like CKs that much, except for CK Shock. That one shocked me. It was actually really nice. CK1 Summer Days. If you guys want to go on Nordstrom Rack's website, I think it's $35. It's $90 or $80 in Macy's, but I got it for less than $35 whenever I was at the store. And it smells like nectarines and tangerines and vanilla, and it is probably the best Calvin Klein CK fragrance that has come out for the summer ever. I mean, that's how good it is. It's really, really, really good. Dude, I had a fight with my girlfriend. She threatened to break my bottles and cut up my designer clothes. Well, good thing I don't own any designer clothes. I am a sports guy, so I own Puma, Adidas, Reebok. Um, I mean, I obviously have my work clothes, like, but I don't think she's gonna give a crap to cut up a white shirt or a flannel shirt or something like that. And I don't really care if she cuts up my Nike, Adidas, and Reebok because I have like 7,000 of them. But as far as my colognes, if she touches my collection, it's not happening. That won't happen. We have a great relationship, so she will never touch my collection in a negative. She'd rip my glasses off my face and break them, which will never happen, before she would touch my fragrances. Yeah, it happens. And honestly, DX, it happened back whenever I don't drink. I used to drink, and I used to drink heavily. I stopped drinking when I had my daughter, so I am now. Well, I mean, I drink occasionally, so I can't say I stopped drinking. I can say that I drink maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and when I do, I get trashed, and usually in a safe environment. Because I'm a little buffalo now. I can't even handle my beer. But I stopped drinking like I used to when my daughter was born, and now I was like 7 years without drinking, and then I just started drinking during like family parties and stuff like that. And back when I used to drink and my wife used to drink, it was just World War III all the time. But ever since we stopped drinking heavily, it was just like fights went away. And I think that's what happens is alcohol makes it worse. All relationships have up and down. Okay, guys, let's sit here for a second and talk to each other about our feelings. Penn State dates, yeah. So the way that I went to school is I went to Pitt Greensburg, which is an off-campus Pitt place because I was going for pharmacy. And when I was going for pharmacy, Pitt was the best place, and I couldn't get into the main campus for the pharmacy because they had a really short selection process for pharmacy. They were like, I think it was 100 people, and I didn't get selected for it. So I went to Pitt Greensburg in thoughts of transferring to there. And I drank away pretty much my entire first semester. So then my brother was at Penn State and then transferred to Penn State and just drank, and got to my classes though. So that worked. Yeah, therapy session. Let's put this live on hold and we will start a therapy session in 3, 2, 1. Hi guys. So, how does that sound? Is that ASMR? Does that sound good in your ears? I hate those people. They're just like, they look around their room and they're just like, how does that sound? Is that good? Hi guys. And it's just, no, thank you. You know what I do to make me go to sleep? I put on Game of Thrones audiobook and I put my headphone in my ear and I'm asleep in about 15 minutes. That is how I fall asleep every single night. And then when I'm done with Game of Thrones, it's like 60 hours of audiobook. Then I put in like another book, like Maze Runner or something like that. And then I'll listen to audiobooks until I fall asleep. If I can't fall asleep, I always just put on an audiobook. I don't like reading. I like people telling me because I have ADHD, and if I read a page, I'll get a headache and I'll forget what I read. What? Aaron Terrence Hughes? So let's do the dry down of Aventus Cologne. There's methylene with what is it? Maxantretol 62, and it has ISO Super 67 with missile separate with hydrophic. It's good. That's what I get from Aaron Tarantou's videos. I don't know half the things that he's saying, and like you said, he's got the twinkle fingers. Um, it's a little bit florally, with a little bit of this, like a zestiness, um, coming through. That's what it feels. No. Anyway, so Aventus Cologne in the dry down. It smells closer to the original Aventus once you get to the dry down, but it still has that more fresher backbone than the original Aventus has. You still get that birch in there. You get that musk. By that point, the bergamot and or mandarin orange and ginger have dried down or died down. The ginger is still there, but the orange is pretty much dissipated. And you get that more Aventus-y, that woodiness, that muskiness. It's really nice. You don't get as much of the vanillic portion that you get from the original Aventus, but it is still there. More in the form of tonka bean. Yeah, it's nice. It's beautiful. I love the opening more for Aventus Cologne. With that said, it stays there for a while, and it is fantastic through and through. I mean, the dry down for Aventus is one of the best dry downs of all time. So, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's. Form a circle and bang your man drums for therapy. Yes, sir. Aaron's so fun to watch. He's literally envisioning what he says. And the thing is that I don't understand what he's saying. And half the time when he's explaining a fragrance, he lost me when he explained, go watch his Spicebomb infrared video. Spicebomb infrared is cinnamon with a little bit of red fruits and vanilla and benzoin. That is what the fragrance is. There's nothing else that really needs to be said about it. I mean, I can turn it into a 7-minute video. Yeah, that's fine. I can explain what cinnamon and benzoin smells like and then continuously tell you that it smells like a cinnamon benzoin bomb. And I can tell you that 500 times. That's fantastic. But when I watched his video for, I was interested in him because somebody told me you need to go watch this. And I thought they were saying because he did a really good review on it. It's one of my favorite fragrances. And I can't remember what he said about it, but he explained Spicebomb Infrared as if it was like a fragrance that didn't exist. And it made no sense because it does not smell anything like what he was saying. It's like a big red gum with vanilla. And that's exactly what the fragrance is. And what he was saying makes no sense. And so after that, I didn't watch him anymore, but he is very interesting. People do say he sounds like he's reading the instructions off the label, and I do agree with that, but I think that's more because he does know his perfumery. Good to know I'm not the only one. No, you're definitely not the only one. I've got a lot of people that told me about him, good and bad. Do a video, try a fun impersonating vid of other reviewers, kind of like the DK. Hey, what's good, friends? Who's that? Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to do that because I don't know enough reviewers. Or, hey, here's a box. Fuck the box. That's Big Beard Business. And the first one was Jensen's. And he goes, hey, what's going on, friends? Hey, let me adjust my hat here. Where does he live? Does he live in the South? Because it doesn't sound like he's from the South, but the way that he talks is like he's from the South. I don't know if he is, though. I didn't watch it. I watched him enough, but I never paid attention to, like, him talking about it. But I have a feeling he's from, like, Kentucky or Louisiana or something. If there was a reviewer that I would say is the best reviewer as far as all around, he knows his stuff. He doesn't come off like a salesperson. He doesn't come off like an asshole, and seems like a nice guy that just knows what he's talking about, and he talks from the beginning until the end since he started about his taste hasn't changed. He remains, and he still pitches different fragrances, and he'll tell you if he likes them or not. It's Jensen's. He's always been the best overall, and whether or not I like his taste, that's not what this is about. I think he makes great content. His wife and speaking of big beard business, I found out when I did my video the other day, I don't even know if I posted this video yet or not. Novitus Parfum Siesta Drive. No, I don't think I did post that video. Novitus Parfum Siesta Drive was created in collaboration with Big Beard Business, and it smells really good. It's like a niche version of Chanel Edition Blanche that lasts longer. Yeah, he has a background in chemistry before he started doing Frag. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that he had. Oh, Aaron Terrence Hughes. Yeah. Aaron Terrence Hughes is hit or miss for me. See, I used to watch videos. I started watching Jensen's when I started getting into videos. I've never watched Jeremy Fragrance. Never. I've never even. I've came across shorts of his, but I was a little bit too late to that game, and by that point in time, he was naked, so I kind of just gave up on it. I watched Jensen's from the beginning. Then I started watching Chaos fragrances until I decided that I was going to do my own channel. And at that point in time, I kind of just stopped watching everybody because I don't have the time. It's either I'm working with my family or something else, so I'm never really watching anything. Yo. Do you recommend Versace Dylan Blue for the fall season? Versace Dylan Blue is your ambery, slightly spicy blue fragrance. Blue fragrances are known to be versatile. While it is considered more of like a day blue, it is a blue, and blues are the ones that are going to get you all year round. So there's only like a select handful of blues that I would never recommend in cold weather. Versace Dylan Blue is not one of them. So yes, you can wear it in fall season. His wife is a heavy Southern Belle accent. I've never seen the wife videos. I've seen Chaos's wife videos, only because somebody sent them to me 2 days ago. East Tennessee or North Carolina. Yeah, he seems like that kind of person. I used to like Jeremy way back in the day. Jensen's is great. Yeah, he's just very knowledgeable. I'm more of a fat boy friend. That's a good name. Understanding the technical. I watched Jeremy for the ladies. He has as guests. Oh, I was on a live the other day with that lady that he used to have as guests. What was her name? Somebody put in the chat. I know one of you guys knows what her name is. She thought that they were going to date, and then they didn't date, and then she created a whole thing about it, like about the fact that he ditched her and stuff like that. I don't know what her name is. She's good looking. And I was in a live the other night, and Erica. I was in a live the other night, and I was on the screen. I don't like doing those multiple people, and I'm never going to do them again. But she was one of the people on the live with me, and I was talking to her, and I was like, why are you in this chat? You were just Jeremy's sidekick. And I guess you're just trying to claim off the fame, maybe? Is that what I'm getting? Because you don't know much about men's fragrances. But yeah, she's good looking though. I like TLTG a lot. He's a nice guy. I know a lot of people have issues with TLTG, but I don't. I'm not one of the people that's going to harp on somebody for trying to make a living. As long as he's happy with doing what he's happy doing and his subscribers like him, that's great. I know people that don't like him for certain reasons. I'm not going to mention them. He's been nothing but nice to me. He has liked every single one of my Instagram posts and YouTube videos since I started talking with him. So I think that he's a really nice guy, at least to me, so I would never say anything bad about TLTG. As far as his recommendations and stuff, I don't personally. I look at his Instagram post. I don't watch videos much, so I can't really give you any information about that. That's what she said. No! Yeah. Dude coming out hard. So now that everybody's in the live, I can bring this guy back out and show everybody. So my witch back there moves, but I don't want to go up her skirt again. That was a little bit inappropriate. He has no legs. And so you put him in the ground like he's coming out of the ground. Jeremy looks terrible. So, one of these days, whenever it gets closer to Halloween, obviously. Oh, and then I have this guy. Every time you walk by, he starts yelling at you. But anyway, every time that I don't have any idea what I was saying, so let's move on. No, whenever I do my Halloween videos, I'm going to do them as different characters. Like I'm going to wear masks and do my fragrance reviews in costume. I thought that would be something funny. I have a few costumes and I like dressing up, like doing that kind of stuff. So, best fragrance for Halloween night. Oh, I mean, I guess you could just do the easy answer and say what Newt's saying, which is not Halloween X. Everybody would recommend you Halloween X for Halloween. I don't like Halloween Man X. Best fragrance for Halloween night. It would have to be a fall fragrance, like one that is straight for fall, not like, hey, I'm going to wear that in the winter and throughout. I would say maybe you need something dark. Honestly, this one right here would be a good choice for fall Halloween night. 1 million Prive, but if you don't have that, I would say YSL Le Parfum has a little bit of that darkness in it, or maybe something like Wanted by Night. That would be a good one. I'm trying to think of my collection right now, and I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I would think that for me on Halloween night, the ones that I'm going to wear are probably either going to be 1 million Prive or Wanted by Night. Those would be the two. Maybe something like Mercedes-Benz Club Black. That would be something get you noticed, especially if you're going to be walking around outside. Or maybe a Spicebomb, like a Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. That might be a good one. Any of those ones. I would say anything that's more just like fall centric. Somebody just said Moustache Eau de Parfum. That would be a good one. I would say for me, it's probably going to, just me personally, it's going to be Wanted by Night. Either Wanted by Night mixed with Most Wanted Parfum, or 1 million Prive. One or the other. Hey, what's up, DX? I think I saw you earlier, and I saw you say what's up, and then I forgot that you were that you said what's up. I like TLTG a lot. He's a nice guy. Has a good niche, good taste. I don't know anything about that. I just know he's a nice guy. Dude coming out hard. She claimed Jeremy would never take her to Pound Town. Well, then I guess that's his loss. I mean, I guess he must have some really good-looking girls to pass that one up. Unless she was one of those, like, which it looks like she could be, like, one of those, like, real stalkerish, like, hey, I want to do this with you. I want to do this with you. I want to do this with you. But honestly, I know nothing about it. Why are we still pretending Jeremy's straight? Yeah, I'm not talking about it. Jeremy circa 2016, soft spoken. I never watched any Jeremy videos, so I'm probably one of the few that is actually in the fragrance community that has not watched Jeremy videos. The only ones that I've really watched are the ones that I accidentally stumbled across. TLTG buys dollar store fragrances and recommends them all. I'm not talking bad about a guy that's nice to me. Totally different taste. Yeah, see, I have totally different taste than Jen Sense, but I think he's amazing. I think he's a great reviewer. TLTG mostly does reviews on cheap rack store frags, which is really cool. Yeah. What do you think about Antonio from Real Men? I don't. Has anybody ever heard of Antonio from Real Men? I've never heard of Antonio from Real. I don't even know if that is that a niche, an indie. Never heard of it. If you can explain it to me, Ravi, I honestly, I've never even heard of that brand before. I did see Jeremy's video the other day. He needs to eat something. Dude, maybe you got magical hands, not Aaron. That's what she said. Best fragrance for Halloween. I already answered that. Not Halloween. It got to be Halloween Man X. I don't like Halloween Man X because the coffee comes off very synthetic to me. Halloween Man Shot or X would be my Halloween Sant. Yeah, a lot of... I just said Sant. I don't know why. Ombre Leather Parfum. Well, I would never wear that. Halloween Man Shot. I would wear that. I didn't think about that. I would wear Halloween Man Shot. That would be... That's actually a good... That's a good option. That's a really good option, actually. I might wear that. Mercedes-Benz Club Black, especially for the price. I would wear that too. Private Accord, that's a good one. Rochas Man. Moustache Eau de Parfum, definitely. DX57 Sephora. That's for DX57. Halloween equals CK. That's a good one too. CK Shock. You guys are doing some bangers here. Wait, what did he say? Sephora is this. Oh yeah. I said this in my video or in my live last week, but Sephora has 2 different men's samples. That is in Sephora. I think I told you about the one last week. I did it last year, and I did it the year before that. So what they do is they give you a sample set. It's $72, and in the one sample set, it's all designers, and they give you 15, like 12 or 15. And they're all sample cards and 2 milliliter samples. You try them out, and then you pick out which one's your favorite, and they give you a ticket inside that you get a free full bottle of the one that you like the best. It is a really good Christmas gift if you want to ask somebody to get them, and they do run out quickly. They ran out really quickly last year. This year they have 2 though. The second sample set is a mix of designer and niche. There is about 8 designers and 4 niche, and they're like replicas, and Juliet has a gun and stuff like that. I saw them when I was in Sephora yesterday. They're both $72, and again, you get to pick your favorite. And so if you wanted to get a replica, you could get replica by the fireplace, if that is your favorite from the box, but they're $72. And again, I mentioned it last week, but I did not know that they had the one with replica in it. So I'm actually kind of interested to ask for that for Christmas, because I might want to get it. But just an FYI, if you're one of those people that likes to collect the big bottles, they do not give you the big bottle. They give you the small 50 ml, or in the case of replica, a 30 ml. I was talking with Jeff the other day about all the different reviewers' wives, like Jensen's wife's wife and Chaos Fragrance's wife, that I didn't see what she looked like until yesterday. And then I was like, I wish my wife would get in the video, because I married up. Like, I had to like pretty much beg her to go on a date with me before I started dating her. So I can't wait until she actually gets on there so I could be like, but yeah, she has crazy eyes. She does have crazy eyes. He was in a boy band, yeah. 2010 or 11. If you actually go, the one thing I did watch of Jeremy, somebody sent me this video, and it was like an hour long. It was Jeremy talking about his life story. And I watched the video, and he actually had quite a crazy life, where he was like pretty much like somebody's slave or something at one point in time. But with that said, he was also in a boy band, and if you look up Jeremy Williams on YouTube, Jeremy had a huge following in Germany as a boy band, and he had like blonde hair and wore tracksuits and stuff like that. But look it up. He actually did a somebody use your tool. Thank you. Um, yeah, he had a boy band, and the songs were terrible. They're really '90s type stuff that was released in the late 2000s, and you should watch it. It's kind of funny to see Jeremy singing and the way that he was dancing, and the video is very awkward. What do you think about Chaos? You know what I think about Chaos, T-Frag. Everybody knows what I think about Chaos. He is a sale. I actually noticed, because again, I only get what you guys tell me, because every time he posts something that you guys think is great, I get emails about it. So for the amount of emails that I'm getting, he must be posting things multiple times over and over and getting worse at it. And oh, what's up, I Smell? I see you on the screen. Hey, welcome back. If you guys haven't seen I Smell, they've been away for a while, so welcome back, I Smell. Mike, I lost where I was saying, but yeah, I don't like him very. He's a salesperson who maybe at one point in time was a good person who really gave a shit about fragrances, but now he's just looking at every one of the subscribers as a money making machine, and that's it. And if he doesn't get what he wants from his links, I guarantee you his videos would probably stop. If he lost all of his links, he probably wouldn't make any more videos. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. If all of the companies that support him stopped making links for him to make money, I don't think that he would do videos anymore. Um, his channel is Real Men, Real Style. He has quite a large following. Whose channel? Jeremy paved the way for, yeah, Jeremy paved the way for everybody. From what I understand, again, I thought that Robes 08 was the one who really started it all, but Jeremy just got the attention out there. I know Robes 08. He was my favorite channel pretty much ever, and probably to this day, the only person that really tops or is close to him is Jensen's, but Robes 08, he knew what he was talking about. He doesn't exist anymore, though. He pops up from time to time, but Robes 08 is an absolute masterclass when it comes to fragrances. Ross actually has some high-end stuff he got from his cheapies. Ross is a nice guy. That's all I can say. Chaos is charming to me. Robert, he blocks everybody. If you say anything about a fragrance that is at a different site that he doesn't make money from, he blocks you or he hides you. Which is, if you ever type a comment on his channel and then you can't see it, it's because he hid your comments so nobody else can see them. You can choose Prada Ocean and Invictus Platinum from Sephora gift set. Yeah, I know they change them every year. Some of them remain the same, but every year they do change most of them. They do have a woman's version in the sample set, and they also have a woman's version with the niche that includes Juliet Has a Gun and replicas and all that as well. Jazz Club is easier for the office. Jazz Club is easier for the office. You wear Jazz Club to the office? I hope that your office is like 50 feet away from. I would never wear Jazz Club to the office personally, but hey, I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I think it's too much of a sweet fragrance and a little bit boozy and stuff like that to wear to the office personally, but yeah, I guess I could see it. Where are the a-holes coming from? It's yeah, it's been a bad day today with spammers. I married up as well. Congratulations. I wouldn't bring this up if Randy hadn't mentioned it, but if I sell stuff I don't use on Facebook under the name Fred Mertz, if anyone wants to come, hey, go find his cheap fragrances on Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I can't go there, but yeah, go check them out. Last time I saw I Smell was on a missing poster. Speaking of RXL, the other day he posted a video about Coach for Men, and he was like something about FragranceDoud. What was it? He was like FragranceDoud is friends with Fragrance Fight Night, that commie or something like that. And then somebody texted me, was like, this dude's talking crap on you. And I'm like, he's just joking. He's just joking. Rubs 08 is a legend. Do you know about fragrance jerks? I do not. Rubs 08 is a G. Yeah, it wasn't eye-catching at all. He just reviewed fragrances. I don't know anything about fragrance jerks. I don't really know much about anybody in the fragrance community. I didn't even know curly scents until like a couple weeks ago. My scent of the day was I do a few different fragrances. My scent of the day today, earlier today at least, was Prada Ocean. Then I wore Tom Ford's Soleil NEIGE for the rest of the day. But it's gone from hot to cold lately. Oh, I'm glad you saw the community club, community tab, community club. What's his office is a jazz club. I hope your office is. I'm the manager, so make the peeps deal with it. Hey, if I was a manager at the office, I would definitely do that as well. Nobody can tell you anything. It's like go in wearing Spicebomb. I use Watch Drakdoc as a kid, but don't make videos anymore. I don't know who that is, but sounds cool. Drakdoc. Familiar with? I'm familiar with lattafa. Yes, it's kind of like a statement. Are you saying you're familiar with lattafa? Are you asking if I'm familiar with lattafa? There's no. That's why we learned in 6th grade to use periods and question marks. Been working my ass off. Yeah, you. Congratulations on your new job, I smell. Glad that you were able to work that all out. What's up, perfume addictos? I'm just saying, Fragrance Fight Night has no alibi for now. He was in school in 9/11, most likely Bethel Park. At least I think he went to Cannesburg. He lives down the street from me, but I didn't know him until lately. Speaking of Fragrance Fight Night, because he lives down the street from me, he won my last giveaway. And when he won the giveaway, I said, I'm going to mail it out to you. And then he's like, my wife's going to come. And I said, okay, that's fine. I'll just put it outside in a cup. And then he was like, my wife isn't going to come anymore or something like that. And I said, okay. And he said, because my kids are sick. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, you could just mail it out. And I'm like, all right. And then he was like, 2 days later, he's like, I'm going to come pick it up. And I'm like, God damn it. Make up your mind. Is it though? You guys are talking to each other. Bulgari Men in Black, new batches have weak performance. Bulgari Men in Black, I got to be honest with you. So as you guys know, I got it a few weeks ago. And what did Detroit Siggy say? Anyway, I got Bulgari Men in Black a couple weeks ago. And that stuff, it's nice. But at the same time, it smells like black pepper. And it smells like black pepper mixed with the Spicebomb DNA, like that vanilla spiciness. But this black pepper and I can't tell if I love it or if I don't like it. I don't know yet. I need to put more wares on it, but that black pepper is there and it doesn't leave. It just stays there, and I don't know if I like to smell like what I put on my eggs. And it's confusing because so many people hyped it up to the point where I was like, you know what, I gotta pick this up. I've done a test of it before and I didn't remember what it smelled like, which I have a lot of that because I test so many things. And so I picked it up and I'm like, why does this just smell like vanilla and black pepper? So I honestly, I don't know if I like that or not. As far as the projection, I did not get bad projection on it. I just got a lot of black pepper. Curly Sense reminds me of Shakira. Shakira, Shakira. Oh, baby, if you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So keep on singing the sounds of your body. I'm on tonight. I'm not a fan of SBE. I would steer clear of Bulgari Men in Black. Uh, yeah, it's black pepper with Spicebomb Extreme, in my opinion. It's pretty much exactly what that fragrance smells like. Or black pepper mixed with Club Black. Does anybody else get that really heavy black pepper from it? Um, Curly sends from my Alan's Good People. Curly is for. I'm not a fan. Hey Randy, have you ever? Somebody deleted their comment. Y'all are asking me some weird fragrances because I haven't heard of any of these tonight. Air Tiger by Mark Gebauer. I'm going to end this stream in about 10 minutes. Has anyone ever tried it? I haven't heard of any of those fragrances. Somebody said one earlier, and I was like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm struggling to enjoy Bulgari Men in Black. Yeah, see, I don't know why people hype it so much. I got 7 emails today saying that Bulgari Men in Black Chaos posted. And I'm like, and they said, do you think it's worth it? And I said, to be honest with you, at this point in time, if I had to answer, it's no. It's not something that I could consider myself wearing, and I think I'm going to sell it. What are your thoughts on Spicebomb Infrared? It's the best Spicebomb. People say they get big red gum from it, and that's the opening like minute, 2 minutes maybe. You get a lot of cinnamon, a lot of spice in the opening. You also do get some red fruits. I don't get the full big red gum like a lot of people get. Like big red gum just smells like straight up cinnamon. And whenever you smell Spicebomb Infrared, I know it's not just me because a lot of other people said they loved it too. You get that big red gum, yes. But you also do get those red fruits in there. You get a little bit of that chili pepper. And then I always said in all of my videos, it's like a tale of two fragrances because in the first opening, two to 5 minutes, it's that heavy spice. It's a beast mode projector. It's in your face. It's a lot of spice, a little bit of red fruits, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. When you get about maybe 5 to 10 minutes into the fragrance, it turns into this creamy vanilla with a little bit of cinnamon in the background, not too spicy at all. And then it has a little bit of that red fruit in the background, some tobacco in there, the benzoin giving it a little bit of like a stickiness. Honestly, the opening, while I understand if people say it smells like big red gum, after 5 to 10 minutes, if you said it smelled like big red gum, then it doesn't. It's more of a vanilla, spice, and tobacco. And that's when the fragrance is completely different. But yes, the opening does have that big red gum smell. It's my favorite and most unique. And honestly, Spicebomb Infrared and Extreme are supposed to be bye-byes pretty soon. So watch out for that as well. Yes, another overhyped fragrance. That is correct. It was so hyped I want to buy it, but might get Spicebomb. Spicebomb Extreme is good as well, but I honestly think that's also an overhyped fragrance. And if I talk to about 100 people on my channel, I think about 95 of them said they liked Infrared better than Extreme. So while Extreme is good, I prefer Infrared. What are your thoughts on Spicebomb? Oh, I already read that. Men in Black is a nice off my skin. I luckily get more of the soft booze and spice toned down. I get heavy black pepper. What are your thoughts on Bleu de Chanel Parfum? I think that the Eau de Parfum is better. The Parfum is pretty much just a softer, warmer version of the Eau de Parfum without as much of the freshness that you get from the first two. So I would definitely go with the EDP over the Parfum unless you're looking for something that takes that EDP more towards the date night. But yes, I think it is a bit redundant if you have the EDP. I have Men in Black and hardly ever wear it. Yeah, I wouldn't wear it either. They hype up Bulgari fragrance because the fragrance apprentice hyped it up. Bulgari Men, Men in Black. Have you smelled Culo Grande? Another one that I've never even heard of. Has anybody ever else heard of Culo Grande? Or is that supposed to be a... Yeah, I never heard of any of that. Does Neiman Marcus still have pure malt? So no. If it still does, if it's still on there, that was a mistake by the Neiman Marcus company. I got refunded, as did 90% of the people that bought it. So, yeah. It will say that it's on there, and then it will be gone. I mean, it'll say it's on there, you can buy it. And then about 10, 15 days later, you'll get an email saying that this is not in stock. You need to either wait until November 29th, and then we'll see if it came back in stock, or you can cancel your order. So they do not have it, and so I called them, and they said it was a mistake. One of the best recommendation fragrance apprentices hype so far is Sunset Riot by All Saints. I actually got a bunch of All Saints for free by somebody who sold me a fake fragrance on eBay. They sent me Metal Wave. They sent me a decant of Sunset Riot. They sent me, it was like a 30 milliliter decant of it. And they also sent me Leather Skies or something like that. Shines in the air directly on skin. Same thing happens to me. Well, I'll have to ask my wife, but she didn't like it. Man in Black. My wife she said I could smell that. What is it? And I said, Man in Black. And she goes, it smells really spicy, like a black pepper. I said, I agree. You smell... Oh, he's just messing with me now. So, let's see. Good night, Robert. This dude is trolling you. Yeah, he trolled you. He had you say big ass in Spanish. Oh, whatever. I mean, me gato es negro. So, whatever. That means my cat is black, you douchebag. In Spanish, it's big ass. Well, hey, my last name is Beaver. So, do a 180 because I'm on the other side. 60% of the time, it works every time. Now you're messing with me, Camzat. All right, man, about to sit down and watch House of the Dragon. Yeah, that is on tonight. RX Fat Finger, your comment. All right, so do I have any left? I don't know. You know, I'll do a giveaway. I was debating on whether or not to do a giveaway right now because I don't know if I have any supplies left. I think I need to reorder some. So just an FYI, if you win this giveaway, you might not get anything for about a week or so because I don't know if I have the decants or the shipping stuff. But with that said, I'm going to be giving away 3 decants. I've got to choose them randomly from my collection. The last person got a Creed, a Designer, and a Cheapie. So just put in the chat, write I'm in, and then I will select them from the hat. And then I'm going to end my stream. So just write I'm in if you want to be entered into the giveaway. The crickets are like perfect right now. Jonky, aka Newt, Daniel, Rodwin, Aleem, I Smell, Hacky, Sundevil, Nigel, Patrick, Chris, Mo, Hamzat, RXL, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let me cut this shit up for a second. Give me a second. I brought scissors out this time so that I'm not sitting here ripping them up forever. And I'm going to end the stream as soon as I'm done this, though, guys. And again, thank you to anybody who did a super chat. If you ever want to send me anything via PayPal, my email I will end up putting in my stream, in my description. And we'll do that from time to time. But I appreciate the super chat tonight, Newt. Always great. Again, that'll go straight back into the channel as soon as I get that money. I got 15 in the last channel, or the last stream. And so now we are already at a cheapy fragrance. So, all right, let me pick this out of the hat. Hold on. I just dropped 2 on the floor. Hopefully it's somebody that hasn't won before, because so many people will have won multiple times. All right. The winner is, Nigel. Congratulations, Nigel. If you are okay with Instagram, just Instagram message me. If you're not okay with Instagram, just email me to the email on my description, and I will get those sent out to you. And that's pretty much it. So Nigel, I think you were, this is the first time you ever won? I don't know. I think you won. I don't think you've won before. Congratulations, Nigel. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thanks again, Newt, for the shout out. Thanks, Cam and T-Frag and Mo for taking control of the stream tonight. I think it was a pretty nice one. Outside of that, I'll have a bunch of new fragrances for you guys next week. Another giveaway. And remember, go like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff if you guys want to check out any of my videos. My wife's video is coming out on Tuesday. I don't have videos on Mondays. Outside of that, good night to everybody. And hope you enjoy your Mondays. And love you guys. Have a great night. Peace out.